Welcome to Channel X TV. I'm delighted to be here today with Satch from Nature Spell. Um, but I want to talk about some exciting news that's being released this morning. But before we get to that, Satch, welcome to Channel X TV. Can you tell us who you are and a little bit about your business?
So we're Nature Spell. I'm one of the co-founders. It is founded by four siblings. Company started in 2009 through family, but 2017 the siblings got together. We always wanted to do something like in the hair and skincare range. So we wanted to manufacture hair care products, skincare products made in the UK, benchmarking up against your premium products, and then making them somewhat affordable by having manufacturing based in the UK. So we focused on Indian Ayurvedic herbs and bringing those techniques to the Western market, such as hair oiling, ashwagandha, Bringraj, our first product, the rosemary oil, and yeah, just trying to like have a shift of like having a change of hair techniques. And then we started making the products ourselves by hand, labeling, capping, and then eventually moving up, getting smaller, better lines, and then eventually, having a fully automated line in London. And then opening up two factories, and then just growing as a family as we do. We're still family owned. We have 100 SKUs, from all the way from hair oils, hair care range, shampoo, conditioners, to skincare range and bath and body. So that's a little bit about us. We do sell globally to 18 countries and do quite a bit online in the UK. But yeah, it's been a quite exciting growth. We've been running for many years, but the last 18 months have been quite crazy. So yeah.
Yeah. It's great to see a homegrown business, and especially a manufacturing business that does everything from raw ingredients to finished product, all in the UK. But I want to talk about TikTok, because you got involved with TikTok relatively recently. In fact, everyone selling on TikTok is relatively recent, because TikTok shop only opened in 2021. So what was your first experience with TikTok? And did you use TikTok before you started selling and advertising on the platform?
Yeah, so as personal users, I think everyone during 2020 started using TikTok. But I think we thought it from a business perspective, like why are we not utilizing this platform? Then in 2021, we launched our page. We barely got any views. It was like we didn't know how to utilize the platform quite well. It was only till we were posting, and it was at that time TikTok. We didn't know about TikTok Shop. We were directing traffic to say website at that time. What we did in that over the next years, when TikTok outreach to us, and they said, "Hey, we've launched something called TikTok Shop. Do you know about it?" I'm like, "No." They invited me to say webinars, and they had a whole training sessions. And then we were still posting, but we were not tagging our product, or we made a TikTok Shop, but we didn't know how to utilize it. And I think we got one of the account managers was like, "Hey, she really likes the brand," and she goes, "You guys got potential. Please have visit us, and just so we can show you how you can utilize the platform to the best extent. This is TikTok Shop. This is all what you could do with it. If you post a video, you tag your product, you can showcase your the whole information of your product and have it within one clickable link." So when we learned about that, we kind of like deep dived and worked quite closely with them. And then in July 2022, we fully start launching our products. And then yeah, it was slow moving. We were learning the platform as we go along, and from there on in, we were trying to strategize. Oh, should we focus on our shampoo, conditioner? Should we focus on like our oils? We were just trying to strategize, and there came a point where we kind of found a sweet spot of how to get convey the message of our products, that hey, it's really good, it works, but you don't have to like pay huge amounts for it. We don't try price over £10. We try to stay in single digits. So yeah, I think it took quite. We got in through just posting ourselves, then being guided by TikTok and say they like the products and range we have. You should probably post a bit more and like utilize the platform and everything they had to offer. And so that's where it initially started off, and how we got into it.
And just to give people an idea, what sort of volumes are you selling on TikTok today? How's the business grown from sort of starting just posting a couple of videos and not doing much to today?
Well, I think we were only doing few orders, maybe one or two orders a day from July when we started. We could be, so that's July 2022, it's August 2023. We're in anything from, You could do, it ranges anything from 2,000 to 5,000 orders a day, sometimes maybe more. Just depends if it's like calendar days. Could go up to 9,000 orders a day. It just depends on what days you're doing. So the roof, there's not much, you don't really have a ceiling. It just depends what you have to offer and what you could do. So it is a slow burner. It takes time, but once it really kicks in, I think July, maybe a few orders a day, August, maybe 10 orders a day. But then slowly it came a point where it get very exponential and then very exponential. It just got quite crazy. And then we just had to stay on top of it from a manufacturing perspective, from a logistical perspective. It was difficult because we were prepared for like export and retail, but UK packing, distribution of like online sales, we didn't expect to the scale it went to. And we didn't know the ceiling, or didn't know there was no ceiling on TikTok, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So when you start talking 2,000, 5,000, 9,000 orders a day, that's a massive logistical operation. And I know you've got warehousing, multiple warehouses, but exciting news today that I'm ready to share with everyone. TikTok have launched FBT, Fulfillment by TikTok. And Sach, I know you've had early access to this and been using it. Tell us, what difference has it made to your business, and what can other retailers expect if they sign up to use FBT?
Oh, it's a world apart from what we could have. If we didn't have it, I don't think I'll be sitting here in my new office, to be honest with you. We couldn't keep up with packing. To put in short, we're a manufacturing company. We were focused. We make a rosemary oil. It gets made on the line. It goes at the end. It gets packed in a box, like in the distribution box, and gets put on a pallet. What we had to do when the orders were coming in thick and fast in November, December, at the end of the line, they had to put it in a bubble wrap. They had to kit it. Then they have to put it in a box. Then they had to label it and then put it in a pallet. What we had to then also do is procure so much bubble wrap, so much of the mailers, so many packing boxes. We ran out of space completely. We were putting things outside, and we just we didn't have enough storage because we're based in London. Even if you take on new warehouses, they still take about 6 weeks, to complete a lease. So we didn't even have time to move stuff, and we didn't want to put anything out of stock because the brand was doing so well. We finally had our big break. We didn't want to put out stock, so we were constantly just working day and night. So we were working 3 shifts a day. Everyone 7-8 hours, and everyone changed shifts, go forward. And then, we just continued packing. And I think it became quite crazy. And then we reached out to, TikTok reached out to us saying, we know you're doing good volume. Are you able to cope? We're like, we can't cope with the packing. We can cope with manufacturing. Then they came in, and then in December time, looked at our operations, and they realized they could really streamline everything. They said, you can focus on what you're best at, manufacturing, and let them really guide us into FBT and what they introduced to us. I think there were a few, the bump on the road was, hey, we have a fragile glass bottle and it has to be packed securely. But from the get-go, from day one, they were so supportive and straightforward and saying, we'll procure the bubble mailer for you. We'll as soon as it's inbound, we'll pack it for you, and then it's available for sale. So we, at that December time, we could have only packed about 1,000, 2,000 orders a day. Where as soon as FBT took over, we were able to not restrict stock to a level, and straight away we were Jan, Feb, March, we were hitting those 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 orders per day, where our warehouse would only calmly do 1,000 orders and let FBT do the rest. And that allowed us to really scale to another level, which was really, really good, to be honest. And we were able to take on more warehouses in a calmer manner, employ more people, grow the team exponentially, reward the team that was with us, and reinvest back into new products, efficiency, more machinery, allow us to become more efficient. So they focused on the warehouse management side, we focused on manufacturing. We didn't have to go into that field because it's a whole separate world of pick, pack, dispatch that we weren't ready for. It kind of allowed us to skyrocket from where we were.
So this is really interesting, and there's 2 things I'm getting out of our talk today. One is the sheer power of TikTok, and I don't think many people quite realise the purchasing power of all of the TikTok consumers when they come together. I think there's a lot of businesses that would like to be seeing sort of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000 orders a day. But that itself comes with its own issue of keeping up with the dispatch. And that's the second exciting part, which is announcing today is Fulfillment by TikTok, which can take that side away from you and let you carry on with the manufacturing side, the thing you're really good at, and not worry about the warehousing.
Yeah, no, 100% agree, because anyone using Fulfilled by, say, TikTok, they can focus on, even if they're not manufacturing, they can focus on bringing the stock in, making sure it's up to standard, everything's great. They can focus on their sales and marketing, providing a better service, customer service to their customers. It will allow everyone to operate and scale and focus on their side of the business without having to worry too much about the end role of it. So yeah, it would help if not just our scenario. I think anyone that's been on the early access program, I'm not sure how many are, but anyone that now fully on board with their new launch, it would really help them ease all the pressures that they had and any issues they had. So they take off most of the pressure of logistics and online DTC.
So we're coming into possibly the quietest time of year, but I'm already looking ahead to Q4 and Black Friday and Christmas. What are your plans for NatureSpell moving forward? Are you looking to introduce new product lines, increase sales on the lines you've got? And how are you working with TikTok? What type of content could we expect from you in the future?
We are, first part, we are introducing many new products. So we already had a range. When we started TikTok, it was 70 products we had. I think in the 12-month period whilst we've been doing TikTok, we introduced 30 new products from a range of new skincare. We have a curly hair range, a growth complex range of hair care. Then we introduced our bond repair range. So we see what's in the market and see what we could do different. We last week introduced our new hyaluronic acid hair oil. People use hyaluronic acid on their face. We have a hair oil to do it. So in short, TikTok, one method of growth is our customer base that we have, introducing more products in that case. Also, we are launching in TikTok USA and doing FBT. They have FBT locations worldwide, so they're launching FBT in USA as well. So that's an exciting project that we're working with TikTok and FBT. From a UK point of view, from FBT will just allow us to scale, because if we introduce a new product from day one, we could have a launch from their warehouse. Whereas before, we don't know the demand of, like, if we introduce something and we sell quite a bit a day, it would kind of put pressure on us. But from the outset, we're able to send that stock to FBT, and they were able to handle the stock from day one, which eases a lot of concerns. And I think the best part about it is they have this feature of virtual bundling. So you can create a bundle on your back end. They would pick the SKUs that are part of that bundle. And what that allowed us to really do is create a lot of specific bundles. We see a few bestsellers, such as our rose water and glycerine. People really like buying them together, diluting them together. What FBT's allowed us to do is, hey, we can create a listing on TikTok. FBT have stock of the individual products, but we create a now combined listing. If you buy a glycerine alone, they'll ship it out. If you buy a rose water alone, they'll ship out. But if you buy the rose water glycerine, the bundle set that we provided at a discount, they will still ship it out together. And what that's allowed us to do, we don't have to tell them in advance or anything. As long as they have stock and we just do it on the back end, that bundle is created for their packing team to do. So it's allowed us to create bundles at scale on everything we do. Even we don't have to worry about training our team downstairs. Oh, this is a new bundle. You need to know what this is. FBT are in a position to, like, if I right now create a new bundle and an order comes through at 12:30 or so, their team will be able to just pick, pack and dispatch straight away, and we can focus on, hey, this is a new bundle and so forth.
Amazing. Satch, I want to thank you so much for your time today, and top lessons learned. One, the phenomenal selling power of the TikTok community when it comes together, and just how it can power a business, and with yourself from a few sales a day to 9,000 a day, coupled with today's launch of Fulfillment by TikTok, so that when you are scaling, you can concentrate on running your business and let TikTok worry about actually getting the packages out. So, Satch, I want to thank you so much for your time today. And before we go, for anyone that's looking for your products, how do they find NatureSpell on TikTok?
So they can they can search our page on our NatureSpell homepage. There is a shop tab. You can see all our products, bestsellers, bundles in all categories. You can also, on TikTok, there's now a great new feature where on the top you have your For You, your following, but now a shop tab. So now there's a shelf space on TikTok. So you can actually see not just us, but many other brands, and search for other products that you like on the shop tab. You'll be able, any videos that we post, there are shoppable links, and any creators that are posting about us, there are shoppable links. So there are multiple ways to see Nature's Spell on TikTok.
Fantastic. Satch, thank you so much for your time.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Chris. Take care.